Yeah, maybe I should have forward smashed him. Forward smash, imagine the frying pan up to the Stitch face. That would have been cool. So the video we're going to react to today is a statistical anomaly, which I probably pronounced incorrectly, but it is about our iconic double Stitch sequence from almost a decade ago at this point, which is crazy. I haven't seen the video yet myself, but I got tagged on Twitter and felt like it was a pretty fitting video to react to. I gotta say that the commentary alone is so funny.
In this episode of Frame Data, we'll be taking a trip down memory lane and look at the classic Armada vs. Mango exhibition match at Beast 3. We'll be breaking down Armada's famous double Stitch pull, an extraordinarily rare circumstance which laughs in the face of probability, and one which has rarely, if ever, occurred in competitive Melee aside from this moment. As we break down this play, we're going to show just how statistically crazy something like this.
Yeah, I mean, I think every Peach player that actually have played quite a lot have pulled 2 Stitches back to back. I mean, of course, if you're forced to do it like in one go, like you get 2 turnips, it got to be 2 Stitches. Of course, that's going to be absurdly unlikely, which I imagine is the overall point. But doing it at some point when I played thousands and thousands of games, I mean, it's bound to happen eventually. I will say though, for the second pull, believe me or not, but I had a feeling after the shield break that it was actually going to be a second Stitch face. I don't know why. I haven't really had that happening in other times in tournaments, and I have pulled like Stitch Bomb or Stitch in other sequences, but I just had like a feeling it's going to be a second Stitch, and it was just so funny. It turned out hilarious. I think I played against Amsa and I got a Stitch face to bomb. I think I even threw away the Stitch because I didn't want to give Amsa a higher chance of a comeback. And Cheek is, you know, very good with turnips. So I think I threw it away on purpose and then grabbed the bomb right afterwards.
At 555, Armada comes off the respawn platform with a 56% advantage on Mango's Fox. This is a solid advantage for Armada, as many of Peach's neutral openers will knock down at this percent. Strong Hit Dash Attack and Fair knocks down at 0%, Neutral Air begins knocking down at 19%, Down Smash knocks down by 23%, and Back Air knocks down at 35%. Among other
Yeah, this is not too relevant to the video, but that's like so important in Melee, knowing exactly when moves knocks down. So that's a plus point in this video to like just even like shortly mentioning it. Of course, staling and stuff will affect it, but yeah, that's super important, knowing like if whatever move you attack, a Fox for example, if it's actually gonna knock over. Like if you do a Sheik dash attack when it can't knock over whatsoever, it's not really gonna be a good idea to approach with it, right? Because even if you hit, then it's like you don't get anything for it.
options, a stray grab on Final Destination leads to a high percent up throw chain grab to around 100% on DI away or behind, which often links to Nair and or edge guard. Because Armada is in port 2, the Peach chain grab could technically be extended slightly, as the port closest to 4 skips the first frame of hit stun and the first frame of animation for every throw. In layman's terms, this means that throw combos are better by 1 frame for the player closest to port 4. Armada's opener of choice comes after a few seconds of neutral with a cross-up back air.
I actually hate that controller ports thing, that ports matters.
Attempted wave dash out by Mango, and a full hop up air to call out a jump. This up air puts Mango in hit stun for 53 frames, and Armada attempts the slower but perhaps more punishing option of a double jump into float fair. The longer startup in Armada's move selection, coupled with a slightly awkward spacing, allows Mango to jump out before Armada's fair becomes active on frame 16. Mango comes down with a weak hit bear, which intercepts a jump from Armada, then full hop drills after a short moment with both players in shield. He drifts the drill all the way
Feels
left,
bad that the Nair
anticipating
lost.
an ASDI down option from Armada, to which he sees a Peach down smash. After a few seconds and a couple lasers, Mango comes through with a Nair, but misses the turnaround on his up tilt. This forces a reset from both players, which ultimately results in Armada finding a Nair to put Mango into a recovery situation. Armada concedes ledge with a turnip in hand as his first item throw misses, then jump throws the second turnip with his back to Mango. Armada's back being turned to the ledge is somewhat relevant here, as Peach item tosses travel slightly farther when she's turned around. This turnip catches a ledge jump from Mango, and a failed edgeguard from Armada gets Mango out of trouble, but only temporarily. What happens next is a true...
I had enough time to turn around there.
Gets Mango out of trouble.
Yeah, turn around backer would have been a good play there.
What happens next is a true statistical anomaly. Let's watch.
Yeah, also could have delayed turnip more. The panic side B. That's actually so funny as well. So on this stitch face throw here, you can also like if you hit someone's shield, like they're on the bottom part of the shield, even if it's full, it can like bounce on the shield and hit again. That's actually like extremely useful with stitch faces. I mean, I guess this wasn't really the best example because the shield was like already so small. But even if on a full shield, like you can hit it on the bottom of the shield and it keeps climbing. I remember one time I played against Tosh at Genesis 2. This wasn't winners final. I think it was when we played round 3. Round robin pools, because that was much more common back in the day. Round robin pools before the eventual top 32 bracket or whatever. I think it was in our tournament match in that pool. It may have been a friendly, but I think it was from that pool set, where I think my stitch face hit twice or maybe even 3 times to like literally shield break from a full shield. It was like boom, boom, boom. Because Mewtwo is like so tall as well. So yeah, hitting low on the shield can actually be very beneficial. I mean, it doesn't necessarily end up being a shield break, but it can be shield break or a shield poke.
On frames 12 to 13, 18 to 19, 24 to 25, 30 to 31, and 36 to 37. Mango's recovery hits Armada before the first hit of Dare becomes active, and Armada attempts to nair his way out of disadvantage.
Yeah, it was bad spacing in the downer too.
Attempts to jump nair, which gets interrupted by a jab. Armada gets a shield grab and immediately forward throws, presumably as a DI mix-up, to force Mango off stage. He pulls another turnip, but this time it's a Stitch Face, a rare special item which deals 34 to 38% in throw damage. Oftentimes, the shorthand for a Peach Stitch Face pull is written off as 1/58 or 1.72%, but the probability is a bit more robust than that. There's first a 127 out of 128 chance that Peach will pull a turnip instead of an item, followed by the 1 out of 58 chance that the turnip pulled will be a Stitch Face. This means that the probability of pulling a Stitch Face is actually slightly less than the shorthand, at 127 over 7,424, or 1.71%. Because Peach is facing right when the item is pulled, Mango immediately sees and recognizes the Stitch as a threat. He illusions to ledge, then jump illusions to take center stage, and puts up shield as soon as he's actionable. This is essentially a free item throw for Armada, so he takes his first Stitch Face throw into Mango's block. A shield in melee has a maximum HP of 60.
Yeah, I think he acted as well due to like... So when you hit, that actually might be mentioned as well, since I see shield health. But like, Stitch Face has so much shield damage that you get so much shield stun. So much shield stun. So that's probably why that weird gameplay after the Stitch Face first hit the shield.
While attacks against shield are their damage multiplied by 0.7. If we account for this damage multiplier in advance, the effective shield health for any player is 85.71. Shields deplete at an effective rate of 0.28 HP per frame, or 16.8 HP per second. Shield stun can be calculated using this equation, and shield pushback, or the distance in which characters slide, is calculated for blockers using this formula, which is decayed every frame by the character's traction value. Fun to note that while the defender's shield pushback has a maximum value of 2, the attacker's shield pushback is uncapped, which can lead to some pretty funny so-called glitches like the kamikaze glitch and the famous invisible ceiling glitch. Mango slides the maximum distance per the pushback formula, and Armada is able to aerial catch the Stitch Face and throw it a second time. He drops his shield for a brief moment, then quickly re-ups it, causing Armada's second turnip throw to shield break. From here, this was just a good heads-up play. But then Armada defies statistics and pulls a second Stitch Face. As stated before, the odds of pulling the Stitch are 127 over 7,424. To calculate the odds of pulling 2 consecutive Stitch Faces in isolation, we simply multiply these probabilities together. The result? The likelihood of pulling 2 back-to-back Stitch faces is 16,129 over 55,115,776, or 0.0293%. For some added real-life context, you are statistically more likely to get drafted into the NBA, with a rough probability of 1 in 3,333, or 0.03% chance of happening.
Harder than getting drafted into the NBA. You heard it here first. Not my words. Not my words. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it is so unlikely to get 2 back-to-back. But consider, yeah, as we said earlier, considering all the like thousands of games, eventually it's gonna happen. But as a standalone event, it was the only 2 turnips I ever pulled. Then yeah, extremely unlikely. I actually wonder what the world record for most stitches in a row is. I know Wally, I think that's how you pronounce their tag, that they got 3. But considering how many people have played, I wouldn't be surprised if someone has gotten at least 4. I know it's absurdly unlikely, but it wouldn't surprise me, considering like how many games have been played. Like, I've heard about other people getting 3 in a row before. But also, like, some of it, if it's no videos and stuff, like, some of it also might be, like, exaggerated or people misremembering over the years, you know?
Then you are to get a double Stitch pull. Of course, our Stitch Face calculation only looks at 2 consecutive item pulls in isolation and does not consider how many sets of 2 pulls were performed in a match, which would increase the likelihood of occurrence, but come on. Anyway, I'm gonna go practice some free throws. Or eat some vegetables. I don't know. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, honestly, for like such a short clip, even though it's iconic, for being such a short clip, this was a lot of time and effort was put into this video. High quality, a lot of valuable information. Super good job. Super good job. Make sure to give them a follow. Make sure to give them a follow. I will make sure to do that myself, because I'm pretty sure I'm not subscribed. So let's do it. Subscription added. But yeah, hope all of you guys enjoyed the video. Please let me know what did you think about the video. And yeah, see you all next time.